Amid Stalingrad's rubble, a Soviet assault charges across exposed streets under fire. From a distant ruin, unseen eyes lock on. Thermal scopes pierce the chaos. Unflinching, a Barrett round screams through cover, shattering concrete and dropping the lead officer instantly. Panic erupts. Soldiers scatter into shadows, pinned by precision beyond their world's reach. One shot echoes. An entire advance halts, frozen in fear of the invisible hunter. Oh, in this frozen hell, modern shadows rewrite the rules of urban slaughter. Night cloaks the Volga's ruins. Flares flicker weakly against Stalingrad's endless dark. A SEAL spotter deploys a silent drone, scanning heat signatures in the void. Through night vision, a Soviet sniper, perhaps Zaitsev, crouches, unaware in the gloom. Suppressed fire whispers death. The rival falls without a sound. Myth shattered. Ooh. German allies watch in awe as darkness yields to daylight for these spectral marksmen. What if tomorrow's ghosts haunted yesterday's war? Stalingrad trembles at the edge. Between 1942 and 1943, the Battle of Stalingrad devoured over 2 million lives in carnage. This clash etched history's bloodiest urban fight, where the Sixth Army met unbreakable resolve. German forces under Paulus pushed east, bombing the city into skeletal ruins with Luftwaffe fury. Soviet defenders, led by Zhukov, clung to the Volga's eastern bank amid factory infernos. Block by block, savagery defined the siege. Streets became kill zones, buildings sniper nests. Winter's grip at -30°C froze limbs, turning frostbite into silent killer. Dust and smoke choked visibility. Soldiers crawled through sewers, haunted by every shadow. Amid this apocalypse rose legends of marksmanship, transforming debris into deadly hunting grounds. Soviet sniper Vasily Zaitsev claimed 225 German lives, his Mosin Nagant a whisper of doom. He prowled the rubble, turning open squares into traps for the unwary invader. German counters emerged. Elite marksmen like Erwin Koenig dueled in cat-and-mouse standoffs. These sniper hunts tested endurance, where hours of stillness ended in split-second fate. Iron sights limited shots to 200 to 600 meters. Precision demanded divine patience. One confirmed kill could shift a sector's balance, yet snipers alone never claimed the field. Stalingrad's terror lay not in masses, but in the unseen eye watching from the ruins. Now imagine injecting 21st century phantoms into this 1942 nightmare. A U.S. Navy SEAL team. 2 operators, a shooter and spotter, materialize on the German flank, weapons and skills pristine. They embed under Wehrmacht command, ghosts in Feldgrau, dictating terms from hidden perches. Oh, they secure base. A fortified ruin on the Volga's western bank, shielded from Soviet barrages. Proximity to Mamayev Kurgan allows strikes on key fights without exposing their fragile line. Logistics defy history. Endless 50 Hartbeeferin caliber rounds, thermal batteries, drone fuel flow unbroken. No 1942 forge births these tools, yet for this thought experiment, supply chains hold firm. Without resupply, the team crumbles. Night vision starves. Lasers dim. Ammo evaporates in days. Ground rules set. They roam independently, slipping between hides under German operational veil. Small convoys brave the siege, delivering essentials amid constant Red Army interdiction threats. Their perch demands defense. Machine gun nests guard flanks. Sentries scan for probing patrols. From here, they fan out, scouting routes, marking targets, vanishing like smoke in the wind. This foothold buys time, turning a death-trap city into a launch pad for asymmetric terror. Yet, even fortified, Soviet artillery howls close. Survival hinges on speed and shadows alone. In World War II duels, snipers stalked at modest ranges with scopes of fleeting clarity. A kill required stalking, waiting, breath held against wind and mirage in the haze. Enter the SEALs. Barrett M107 in .50 caliber. Piercing steel at over a mile's impossible span. One round shreds concrete bunkers, denying cover to foes who once hid in impunity. Suppressed M110 semi-autos whisper medium-range death, evading the ears of the hunted. Thermal optics unveil bodies through walls, fog, or pitch black. Human heat betrays all. To Paulus's officers, these Americans seem demigods, harvesting lives from realms untouchable. Soviet commanders drop first. Observers plotting barrages, spotted and silenced from afar. Even elite snipers fall prey. No bolt action counters a ghost who sees through night. Assault platoons charge, only to shatter against invisible walls of .50 caliber judgment. A single pair halts waves, forcing diversions into kill boxes of rubble and wire. Psychological siege deepens. Whispers of a Volga demon spread through Soviet ranks overnight. Troops already scarred by Zaitsev's shadow now dread an enemy that hunts without mercy or sound. Officers vanish mid-brief. Runners with vital crates dissolve into echoes of suppressed fire. Morale fractures, desertions spike, advances stall as fear paralyzes the forward edge. For Germans, hope ignites. An elite ally turns defense into predatory dominance. Crossing streets, once suicidal, now demands night or fog to evade the mile-long gaze. Reinforcement barges on the Volga hesitate, crews scanning horizons for the fatal glint. SEAL spotters elevate tactics. Laser rangefinders paint targets for German 88 Tuois with lethal accuracy. Compact drones buzz low, mapping Soviet strongpoints hidden in factory bowels and sewers. Intelligence flows, ambush coordinates whispered via radio, saving platoons from blind charges. Block-to-block grinds ease. Hundreds spared as traps spring on identified enemy nests. Nightfall, Stalingrad's fiercest hour, flips utterly. Luftwaffe scars left the city lightless void. Soviets fired blind, or by flares' brief kiss. Now SEALs prowl as if under noon sun. Thermal ghosts strike freely. Machine gun crews dismantled. Patrols eviscerated in silent sweeps. No counterfire pierces the dark. Red Army nights become festivals of unseen attrition. On the grand scale, ripples spread. Key Soviet colonels sniped. Chains of command severed. Vasily Zaitsev himself draws priority. His death a propaganda dagger into Soviet hearts. Volga supply ferries slow to crawls, crews clinging to banks under perpetual threat. German spirits soar. Tales of Yankee angels bolster the weary against Paulus's grim orders. Yet limits loom stark. Two souls cannot stem the red tide's industrial deluge. Stalingrad fell not to rifles, but Euro factories birthing T-34s and endless PPH waves. Soviet resolve, men poured into the grinder, overwhelmed Hitler's no-retreat folly. SEALs delay, perhaps. Soviet flanks hold weeks longer under sniper-veiled fire. Paulus's lines endure. Operation Uranus's pincer might slip by days or a fortnight. This buys breath for 1943 offensives, irritating Stalin, but sealing no grand reversal. Encirclement strikes, November 19th. 6th Army trapped. Rations evaporate in the snow. Frostbite claims more than bullets. Our SEALs huddle, optics fogging in the freeze. They adapt. Guerrilla darts from the pocket, harrying Soviets in hit-and-fade raids. But isolation grinds. Ammo dwindles, drones crash. The pair faces the noose alone. Surrender or pyre awaits. Even gods yield to the mathematics of total encirclement. Legacy endures beyond the fall. Stalingrad birthed sniper doctrines for both sides. Germans penned manuals, Soviets forged schools, now accelerated by glimpsed futures. Engineers sketched thermal tubes from captured scopes. Concepts leap decades in frantic notes. Soviets counterhunt with renewed zeal, birthing optics races in shadowed labs. Yet 1942 forges yield no mass night sight legions or semi-auto thunder. Ideas seed. Steel bends to wartime pace. Unobtainable miracles remain blueprints. Short-term, devastation reigns. Soviet elites hunted. Movements chained by dread's cold grip. Germans buoyed by spectral saviors. Victory's shadow stretched in the Volga's chill. Long-term, the city crumbles still. Red banners march to Berlin's broken gates. No alternate triumph. Technology bows before war's vast forge of flesh and will. Stalingrad whispers, endurance, not invention. Scribes the true arc of human strife.